Yo veo que April puede ser la mujer de mi vida. A pesar de su estatus social, es una persona muy humilde.
I don't think so.
¿Su casa? Oh my gosh.
I thought it would give more Miami vibes.
I don't like it.
Awesome! On this new season of Love in Paradise, we are introduced to a new cast member named April. She's a 38-year-old critical care doctor with a lot going on in her life.
I own multiple fitness studios. I just opened a luxury car business in Dominican Republic.
While she was in the Dominican Republic, she met Valentine at the gym. And now their 11-month romance is getting serious. April is successful, beautiful, and confident. So why did this doctor have to travel so far to find love? And really, what's going to be the twist in this story? Valentine is a 26-year-old personal trainer, and with the way that they describe their physical attraction to each other, this is starting to remind me of Danielle describing Yohan. Danielle and Yohan's age gap was actually a little smaller at 10 years than this new couple's 12-year age gap. But pretty much Danielle also came over to the Dominican Republic and was excited to be dating a young, attractive guy. And after they got married, she then promised to take that guy to the US, take care of him financially, and give him a baby. But in the end, she ended up doing none of those things that she had promised. She had unrealistic expectations and thought she could control Yohan. If you haven't watched them, I have quite a few videos on Danielle and Yohan. They are linked as a playlist in the description below. Danielle thought that she found a man in the Dominican Republic that would do whatever she wanted. But that ended up not being true, and Yohan pushed back.
Ella coge su lado y yo el mío. Tú no quieres compromiso, tú te quedas sola, no te cases.
So would April and Valentine's story be going in the same direction? April had instant chemistry with Valentine when she met him in Paradise, and now she says they want to take their relationship to the next level. It sounds like every other run-of-the-mill story on this show, right? But it took her a year to tell her family about him, which I at first thought was really odd. Apparently, she hadn't even told her sisters that she had met someone at all. And she didn't explain why she went on multiple trips to the Dominican Republic.
We're exclusive. We're very serious. We've been together probably going on a year.
Oh, girl! April!
But why she hadn't becomes clear pretty quickly.
We communicate primarily via text, a translator.
So they can't communicate, is what she means. And there is now already a significant difference between Danielle and April's stories. As much as Danielle was insufferable, she could speak Yohan's language. But one of their biggest hurdles is that she didn't want to live in the US. She wanted to move to the Dominican Republic. April actually wants to bring Valentine to the US. And from what we can tell so far, April isn't lying and running away from a huge amount of debt like Danielle was. So what is the biggest hurdle going to be here? Will it be the communication? What will be that flair that will make this couple hard to watch? Well, by the time April gets on a plane to see her boyfriend, it becomes pretty obvious.
So I'm in first class in the clean seat. You just never know.
And you're probably thinking, if you haven't watched this yet, okay, she's on an airplane wiping down her seat. Not too unusual. But when she lands and they head to the hotel, that was just the beginning of her incessant cleaning.
I think even as a physician, I'm an anomaly. Like, I can't necessarily blame it on that. Other doctors don't feel this way.
Valentine goes along with it, but doesn't take her too seriously.
If we don't change the sheets, I'm going to sleep in all my clothes and a jacket tonight.
So she's a germaphobe. We've seen worse. But April's anxious behavior starts to just come off as plain rude when Valentine shows her around his hometown.
It's my first time in Santo Domingo. It needs a facelift. Like, it's not what I expected.
Does she think that acting like this is cute or something? Because it's not.
I don't like it.
And things get even more awkward when Valentine brings April to his family home.
Su casa? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now this is hard to watch. Here's the thing. This woman says that she's used to a luxurious lifestyle, and yet she chose to be with someone who lives in a different country. This way of living will obviously be different than what she is used to. So why can't she just be polite? For someone who has a lot of education, she sure is acting like an idiot.
I love it.
Sí, no problem.
I'm sorry, lo siento.
If I were him, I would have just turned around and dropped her back off at the hotel. Bye! But instead, they go inside where April's behavior just continues to get worse. When discussing what they will be cooking for a family get-together, April says she is vegan. And really, that's all she needed to say. But she can't seem to resist being rude.
Okay. Salami is, like kind of disgusting to me. Like,
I was kind of glad that no one could understand her well at this point, but everyone knows what this gesture means. Well, this is awkward. And gets even more so when they talk about where they want to live together.
It would not be here, but in the United States.
Yo no estoy pensando ir para allá todavía.
April is shocked by this, but are we? The fact that these two have to use a translator to communicate makes me think that their relationship hasn't had a lot of talking going on in it. I don't think that they really know each other yet. And my guess is now that Valentine has brought April here, that he has finally seen for the first time what she is really like outside of her luxurious vacation resort. And it's not good.
It would be foolish for me to leave my career as a physician to come to the DR and live a impoverished lifestyle.
Yikes, I don't blame him for not wanting to rush over to the US with her.
Su forma me decepcionó. Yo no siento que ella me dé el mismo respeto que yo le doy a ella.
Remember in his intro when he described her as humble?
A pesar de su estatus social, es una persona muy humilde.
I wonder if he wants to take that back. He was initially worried that she would hesitate to be with him because he doesn't have a lot of money. But now I think the question really is if he wants to be with her when she is such a snob. And no, in her case, it doesn't make sense for her to move to the Dominican Republic. But how about you guys talk about it privately instead of insulting him in front of his entire family? The next day, Valentine and April haven't talked, but she is headed to his mother's house to start cooking for a family get-together.
Vamos a cocinar, vamos a hacer un mangú.
And you already know that she brought her cleaning supplies.
They're using a clay sink, and I'm so concerned about if it's clean or not.
People out there watching this with a mother-in-law or a future mother-in-law, could you imagine bringing cleaning supplies to your in-laws' house without asking them first?
Esta es la primera vez que una invitada trae cosas para limpiar en la casa.
His family seems to handle her rudeness pretty well.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't.
April is lucky that this woman is trying to accommodate her. I don't think I would handle that very well. I don't see April help cook much either, just continue to obsessively clean.
My mind is just spinning out of control. And I really hope they don't notice.
April seems horrified by everything and just in general looks so uncomfortable.
You guys clean the plantains with bleach?
Seguro tenía una etiqueta que decía cloro, pero no era cloro.
This could have been more of a bonding experience for her and Valentine's mom if she tried. But no, she had to act obnoxious the whole time. When the family does arrive for the get-together, Valentine shows up still mad at April. April says that she's an introvert and says that being in this setting with a lot of people is making her anxious. Which I can understand why she is anxious. She is in an unfamiliar place. But she can be anxious without being impolite. And that is something that she just can't seem to do.
Jasmine and Gino want to remind you to subscribe to the kiblz channel. If you don't, they will give you creepy baby talk.
Who's my little baby? Who's my little baby? Who's my little gordito?
Me.
Can you show me how to work the bathroom?
Sí, claro.
After 8 hours, April has decided to finally attempt to use the bathroom. And the toilet they have looks like one that you would find in the US. But April is horrified by having to dump water in it to get it to flush. She actually gagged. Wow. How is this woman a doctor when she can't even dump water into a toilet? Someone please tell me how she is a practicing physician that has patients with illnesses. How?
At a hotel.
¿Qué?
So she ends up refusing to use a very normal looking toilet.
Ahí yo no quise decirle nada, pero eso sí me incomodó.
Valentine hasn't had anything positive to say about April since she met his family. If anything, I think he regrets bringing her here.
Un insulto no, es un insultazo para mí.
On the next episode, we didn't see an update on this couple, but there was a preview at the end of it for episode 10, and it's not looking good for them.
This disappeared for like 3 days. I am pissed.
So did he ghost her? I mean, after how she acted, I wouldn't be surprised. I was shocked by how insulting April acted on this show. Will Valentine put up with it? Will she apologize and change her behavior? Or are these two already done for? We are coming to the end of this Love in Paradise season, so we will have to see how the rest of the season plays out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!